Yes, I guess we are live now. Let me just quickly check everything is fine or not. Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to another quick live. I had couple of announcements, so I thought I will quickly go live and update few things that is happening and about the upcoming hackathon and the meetups and the new updates that we got from the Cypress side. So we'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start our live session. So in the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Yes, people are joining, so let's wait. I know it's on very short notice, but instead of recording video and uploading, I thought it will be better if I go live and update the same. So, hi everyone, hope you all are doing good. Hey, hi Sanjay, thanks for joining. Actually, I scheduled because of you because I thought I will go live early, but your session was from 9 to 10, so I thought I will go by 10:30. I was watching your session, but I was having dinner, so I could not reply. So, great enhancement, Sanjay. I will be covering them in the next video. So guys, there's so many updates coming from Selectors Hub site. So many features Sanjay have added in the Selectors Hub. So please go ahead and explore. Recently, like 1 hour back, Sanjay have taken one session on Selectors Hub Bootcamp. So if you haven't watched that video, please go ahead and watch. Perfectly imperfectly. Hi Mukesh. I want to know your real name. You join every session, but somehow I'm missing your name. So once again, hi. Star Satish. Hi Satish. Cypress latest version. Exactly. So that is one of the update. But what exactly they did in the last two updates? Okay, so in 10.7.0 they did couple of enhancement, and 10.8.0 they get did it. They did a very good enhancement. So I thought I will quickly highlight. Abhinav says, "What's your view on Tricentis Tosca?" No doubt about it. Abhinav, very good tool. It's very costly. If your companies have license, go for it. Many companies are using it. Less code, so powerful. You can even automate SAP applications. When I was in SAP, we had an official collaboration with Tosca and great tool and good support team as well. Nikhil says, when will be the new batch going to start for Cypress? Nikhil, frankly speaking, not planned yet because the current batch will over in December, because in the last batch we are going to cover Cypress, Playwright, WebDriver, everything in one go. So that will end in December. Next batch might start in January, but that is also not confirmed. So if you have immediate training requirement, you can check out my videos. If you want the recordings, let me know. I can see if I can give the recording access. But new batch not planned yet. Hi Apratim, I'm good. What about you? How things going in SAP? Okay, so Ashia says I'm planning to learn Cypress or Playwright. Which one do you prefer? See, Ashia, both are good. Okay, the only thing with Cypress is the dashboard service is paid. So if you have to run the test in parallel, you have to use GitHub Actions or you have to run the test on the different cloud services. Playwright support many things out of the box. So both are very good because in Cypress today they started supporting WebKit, which was missing from a long time. So if you are going to automate end-to-end applications, somehow I'm majorly inclined towards Playwright because of the multi-language support. Because if you know Java, JavaScript, C Sharp, Python, you can do everything in Playwright. In Cypress, only JavaScript is supported. Plus, it's officially supported by Microsoft. So my higher points will go for the Playwright. But yeah, Cypress is also good tool. So if you ask me, even you start Cypress or Playwright, both almost works in the same finance. So architecture is little different, but once you understand one tool, you can easily learn Cypress to Playwright, Playwright to Cypress. It will take hardly 10 to 15 days. So learn both, so that you can have a clear comparison. Cypress sometimes, when it comes to the flexibility, it doesn't give that flexibility to customize the things, but in Playwright you can customize however you want. Okay, Swapnil says, will Cypress overtake Selenium in coming years? No, not near future. So I will not say at least for next 5 to 7 or 10 years. It needs so many enhancement. Okay, so if I officially show you the number of bugs which is open for Cypress, so maybe I will show you. This is Cypress. I will share my screen just a second. Okay. Yeah. So now let me share my screen. Just a second. Share my screen. Screen two. Yeah. Okay, so if you see the GitHub for Cypress, I totally agree. 8,601 open issue closed, but still 2,746 issues still open. They are working on it. Few are in the enhancement, few are in the bug category. But these are the things which is open from Cypress side. So now the coming back to your question, will it take Cypress? Like, will overtake Selenium? Not at least for the next 5 years. Okay, so now let me talk about couple of there are a couple of questions in the chat. I will be taking them one by one. So few updates. First of all, wishing you all happy Engineers Day. I know I'm a little late, but it's still we have time. So happy Engineers Day to all of us. Now there's new update on Monday. So Cypress has released a new version called 10.8.0. So basically, the two major updates. So Cypress have discontinued this Cypress Studio and the previous after recent updates of Cypress 10, but from 10.7.0 they have again introduced Cypress Studio. So again, it's a great help. Those who have used Cypress Studio, they know the features and advantages of Cypress Studio. So now it's back again. It was discontinued earlier, but you can start using again. Major update which I found today is support of WebKit. So Safari, like WebKit is the Safari browser engine. So now you can run your test on WebKit. See, it's not exactly if your test is running on WebKit doesn't mean your test will run on Safari. You will get the same experience. I will say 90 to 95%, but it's just an engine. You cannot compare with the direct browser. So if you talk about the browser part, that's different. But still, it is available now. So in order to do this, you have to enable this flag in your configuration file, and you need to install this module. Okay, it's coming from Playwright actually. So Playwright WebKit you have to install, and you can start using it. I tried today; it works, and let me show you if I can. Yeah, it's already there, so you can see WebKit is here because I'm using 10.8.0. Okay, so this, if you have not upgraded, you can upgrade and start using the latest features of Cypress. Now, the second update is those who have registered for the hackathon. Okay, the hackathon which is happening on this coming Saturday, Sunday. If you have received the confirmation, means you are invited, so you can officially join us on Saturday event. Those who have not received the confirmation, it means because we had so many filters. So, in case if you did not get a mail, it means you are not invited. So you can apply for the next hackathon, which is happening on 24th again on Delhi. So we will be announcing all the details soon, probably 2 or 3 days. So you can join the next hackathon, which will happen on 24th. If you are in NCR, we are coming up with another RTP, RTP 3.0. So me, Naveen, and Sanjay, we will be coming to Delhi and we'll have meetup. First meetup was in Bangalore. It was a great success. Second was in Pune, and third will be in NCR. So if you are in that region, or if you stay nearby, please join us on 5th of November. We will be announcing the venue soon, but but the registration is open. If you want to join, please join us. Okay, so Ashi, I hope you got the idea. So please plan accordingly, but it's not a big deal to switch from one tool to another tool. Hare Krishna says, how is penetration testing as I have started working on my current project? Yeah, Hare Krishna, go ahead, because very less people, get a chance to work on the security testing. So if you're getting a chance, please explore. It's very untapped area. Very less people have this skill. So if you are good in that, package is very huge. Very few companies, you know, very few and candidates have this skill. So if you do the mastery in it, it's a great path. Nikhil says, thanks for the reply. I'm already enrolled for the current Cypress batch, but couldn't continue because of the busy work schedule. Already. Yeah, Nikhil, so no problem. You can watch the recordings. This weekend, anyways, we don't have sessions, so you will get enough time to watch the videos. Third joining live class will be more interesting. That's why I asked the new batch. Yeah, Nikhil, but the dates are not confirmed. But in case if you start, definitely I will go live and announce the dates and everything. Hello, sir. As the automation tester, do we need to learn DSA? Yes. Just to crack interviews, yes. But once you understand the DSA part, right, definitely your logic is uh, logic part will build. So you can include that in your framework, in your scripting as well. So obviously, it will definitely help you. So if you want to really crack some good interviews, please learn. Okay, Manoj says, yeah, that video resolution stuff is the bug. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you so much for diving into that number of list. How many open bugs with Selenium? That's interesting. Let me see, because I haven't seen from a long time. Let me check. GitHub, Selenium. 20 open, 2538 closed. So 20 pull request is still open. That is very less actually. You guys can check. I will give you the link. Ajay says, hi Mukesh, what add-on skill you suggest for a tester apart from your automation API? Go ahead with mobile. Mobile is again untapped area. So after mobile, you can start with non-functional. But before jumping into non-functional, start exploring at least one RPA tool as well. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Abhinav. SKC is asking, hi Mukesh, is manual testing enough when we have 2 or 3 year of experience? See, SKC nowadays it's kind of mandatory. Whether you are going for a manual or automation, automation is mandatory skill. You should have in your resume. So since you have less experience, so the level of interview will not be that tough or critical. So when you switch early, obviously you will have you know they will have less expectation, so you can switch very easily. So I would highly recommend to add automation in your resume, in your profile. Not just for resume, at least you have to learn implement, because it will help you a lot in the long run. After 10 years, if you again try to switch, it will be little difficult for you. So if you start early, obviously you will have upper hand. Manoj says, any RTP plan for Jaipur? No, Manoj, as of now, Jaipur is not planned for RTP, but yes, I'm coming to Jaipur tomorrow and I will be there till Monday. So if you're around, we can catch up. Okay. And just again, those who have asked via email about my new batch. So again, I want to highlight my new batch, those who have missed. So batch is going to start from 24th of September. That is next Saturday. Timing will be Saturday, Sunday, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. AM IST. Doubt clearing session will be on every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are going to cover everything in depth from the basic till the advanced, with resume preparation, interview preparation, and real time scenarios with the framework and the different tools along with BDD framework. So, these are the complete course content I already shared in the last slide, but sharing once again, those who are interested, please have a look. You can also use my coupon code Mukesho2010 if you want to get additional 10% off. Here you will get EMI option as well. So, in case if you want to avail the EMI option, you can do that. Swapnil says, which new tool you suggest to upgrade automation knowledge, Cypress or mobile automation? Go with APM first because I wanted to complete the stack first. APM is little tricky only when you start connecting the device. Once your device are connected, it's very easy. You will be firing all the commands from your code to connect through APM client. It will be redirected to your mobile devices and you can start interacting. See, if you already know one web automation tool, at least try one mobile automation tool instead of just going through all the tools. At least complete one web, one API, one mobile. Okay, and there was a couple of questions, so I thought I will cover it last. So let me go back and see. Sangamitra, great to see you live. Looking forward to for interesting updates. Yeah, so these were the three updates, Sangamitra. One was Cypress latest releases. Jaipur Hackathon. Next hackathon will be in Delhi, 24th, and we have a RTP meetup 5th of November, and October I will be visiting Pune. So if somebody is in Pune, we can quickly have a small discussion. Arun says, is this course comes under Tech Neuron? Yes, Arun, we have added this live course inside Tech Neurons. If you already have Tech Neuron, you already have live access, um, lifetime access, and this is part of it. So you can go ahead and enroll. You don't have to pay a single rupee. Satyam says, how much interview expect from 2 years experience? See, Satyam, not too much, okay, because 0 to 2 is still considered as a fresher. But if you understand basics of manual automation, how to write test cases, how to automate the test cases, SDLC, STLC, it basics of automation will be enough. I did my first switch when I had 2 years experience, so I was in Dell. I did my first switch in 2014. I joined Dell in 2012, so it was not that tough even though I had 6 rounds in SAP, but it was all easy. But nowadays market is little tough, so be ready. Try to cover as much as possible because when you give some extra effort and when you give some extra answers, right, it adds value. So there's no, I will say, fixed of questions for only 0 to 2, but try to cover maximum from your side. Okay. Kalpanik says, what is the duration of course? So duration of course is 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Okay, because we have Diwali and other things, so we might take couple of gaps in course during Diwali. So it will go till December or max January, 3 to 4 months, and you will have access for this videos lifetime. So in case if you miss any classes, you can watch the videos later. Okay, Abhinav says, Mukesh, I have 1 year of experience in automation Tosca. Could I plan for estate next year by May, June? What would be skills required? See, Abhinav, if you have 1 year experience, again, Tosca. Okay, so first of all, you got exposure of Tosca in very early stage. That's good. So again, in Tosca, we don't have much programming. So I would recommend to start at least one code-based automation tools. Okay, you can start with Selenium. Huge demand, very easy to learn since you already have the automation background. So it will not be that difficult for you. So yeah, you can target for next May, June, good time. So generally this is very, I will say, not freezing period, but very less company hires in this duration, like January to March, or few companies have their year ending in December. So if you see, the market opening will be very less now, November till March. Okay, I will not say completely freeze, but yeah, very less opening. So you can plan in May, June. When it comes to skill set, automation, so don't stick to only tools, understand the complete process. Talk about Git, GitHub, Docker. Okay, what is pipeline, CI/CD, Jenkins. So at least since you have 1 year experience, they will not be expecting too much from you. But if you have some end-to-end knowledge, that will be enough. Manoj says, I have never done mobile automation and I want to do it. Manoj, very easy now. Say if you asked me this question maybe a few years back, I would have said very tough. But now, just you already have Node.js in your system, install APM client and one Java library. If you are working with Java, you just need to use APM driver. You will passing the APM URL along with the capabilities. You can connect the device or you can launch the simulators and you can start. So use APM, very easy to configure now. And in case if you are using, let's say you want to use iOS devices, then you need Mac system with Xcode with developer options that you have to pay $100. But Windows, Android's very easy. You need to download Android SDKs as well, depends on which Android version you're automating, and you can start. Is having good GitRobo helps in automation interviews? Yes, Ajay, why not? But don't just commit the basic uh, you know Java programs or basic scripting. At least create one basic skeleton or create a framework. Add 5 to 6 end-to-end scenarios with proper design patterns, with proper reporting. Then it will add. But if you just keep pushing number of repository just for the sake of interviews, no. So at least create one repository with 5 to 6 end-to-end automation scripts with proper framework, one design pattern, one reporting, one logger. Vijay say, hi Mukesh, I'm using Cypress in my project. I'm able to automate straightforward scenarios as there are many third-party tools like LCA and Brand. It's difficult to automate. See, I have not much exposure of LCA and Braintree, so no idea about them. Can you suggest how to cope up so that deliver can contribute properly? Learn path from mobile automation side as no little support from framework side. Okay, just a second, Harinder. Let me repeat again. Can you suggest how to cope up so that deliver can contribute properly? Learn path for mobile. Harinder, if you don't mind, can you reframe your sentence because I'm not able to understand your question properly. I don't want to give a wrong answer, so if you can format your answer. I switched my job to new company, but since last 3 months I am on bench. So I'm losing my confidence in Selenium. What should I do now? See, Vishal, if you're on bench, see, it's not in your hand. If you're not getting project for at least for next for 2 months, please directly talk to your manager. Because if you're on the bench from around 6 months, then it will be on rest for you. Okay, so don't sit idly. Keep adding new skills. Don't lose the confidence. Actually, have enough time to learn new, skills. So instead of losing your confidence, learn new stuff. You already know Selenium, try to learn one API. If you already know API, learn mobile automation. If you know that as well, start learning RPA tools. Keep adding skills. See, one tool takes 30 hours if it's end to end. So if you don't sit idly, in the last 3 months, you could have completed three different tools. So instead of thinking why I'm on bench, when I will get my new project, work on it, build new skills, so that at least once you get a new project, you will have some new skills. And but yes, if you're not getting project for the next 3 months, please talk to your manager. Otherwise, you will be on risk. Just a second. True word was, can you make any Jenkins explanation video and Qmetry? See, Jenkins, I have a dedicated series, but Qmetry I don't have. I will see if I can make video in Qmetry. Sampada says how to come back after 3 years of gap in automation testing. Any certification will help. See, Sampada, instead of certification, if you just understand the complete automation stack, it will be good comeback. Certification official, we don't have Selenium. For Selenium, we don't have any official certificate. So instead of certification, work on the skill and you can come back. So I've seen people are coming back after 5 years, 7 years, if they're able to clear the interviews. So if you have not touched the code in the last 3 years, make your hands dirty, start coding, build one framework, automate at least 10 end-to-end scenarios, and start attending giving interviews. Which tool is better to make 100, 200 test cases for project? See, Upadhyay, Abhishek Upadhyay, it doesn't matter how many test cases you have. You have to focus on, first of all, are you comfortable with which programming language? Are you comfortable with Java, JavaScript, Python, Ruby, PHP? Based on that, you pick a particular framework or tool and start automating. If you're able to automate one, you can automate 100, 200, 1000. Obviously, it takes time. You will not be able to write test cases, 100 test cases in over a week. Focus on 3 to 4 test cases, depends on the complexity of the scenario, and start automating first smoke scenarios, then regression, then go with end to end. So if you ask me again, go with Selenium. For if you are on Node.js, then go with either Cypress or Playwright. राहुल पाटिल says, can you make WebDriver IO series in हिंदी? राहुल, बहुत दिनों से प्लान है एक हिंदी चैनल चालू करने का. जनवरी में मैंने एक वीडियो, मतलब चैनल भी रेडी है, बट उस पर कोई वीडियो नहीं है. तो देखते हैं, अगर हुआ तो नए साल से स्टार्ट करेंगे, बट नो प्लान्स एज ऑफ नाउ. जस्ट अ सेकेंड, माय कैमरा इज टर्न्ड ऑफ. Abhinav says, thank you so much, Mukesh, for detailed answers, especially for the new members here. Guys, Mukesh, Java place is really pinned to the point. It helped me to understand. Thank you so much, Abhinav. Thank you so much for promoting. अभी job शुरू है. It's great, Rahul. See, don't wait for the Hindi series. I already have WebDriver IO series, which I started last year. Please go ahead and check that series. I can give you the link if you want. Otherwise, just search WebDriver IO by Mukesh. You will get my playlist. Sorry. Most welcome, Rahul. Bhaskar says, if I give couple of gaps for practice in my Selenium, I easily forget everything. Had to go back to the previous tutorials. See, Bhaskar, that is fact. Even if I don't see even for 3 months, I will forget the syntax. Even I'm, sometimes forgetting the syntax for Shadow Dome. So it's okay. You don't have to remember each and every syntax. You don't have to remember each and every method. You don't have to remember each and every class package. At least if you have idea, then you can, start checking the documentation. You'll get the code snippet. It's impossible. See, right now we are learning Selenium, immediately Cypress, then Playwright, sometime WebDriver IO. So you cannot remember all the syntaxes. See, in my career, I have learned only till now six programming languages, but Java is my primary. But in the meanwhile, I learned JavaScript, Python. I worked on Ruby also. For one of the project, I learned Golang. So I have learned different languages. So obviously, the syntax is one part. So you cannot remember the syntaxes, but at least you should know what to use when. If you know that, you can Google it, you can follow the documentation, you can go ahead. But yes, I will suggest don't take gaps. Keep building, keep automating at least basic scenarios so that you should not be out of touch, because once you lose the touch, you will forget the syntax. But you should not forget the logic, you should not forget the concepts. If you forget that, that is the issue. How much Java we can cover to learn Selenium and how much time it takes to give interview. So again, SKC, don't learn only for interviews. Okay. If you ask me the number of hours, core Java, 15 to 20 hours is enough only to cover the concept. But for interviews, obviously, I always recommend create a plan for next 3 to 6 months and then go for it. Spursagi, how to handle stale element reference exception. Spurs, I have a video on this. But on a quick note, the moment you call click method, okay, it actually reloads the page. The moment the page reloads, all the previous elements which is attached, it get de-attached, dereferences. So the moment you try to work on the elements again, it will throw you stale element reference exception. So this exception comes because of the click method, because click sometime it reloads the page. So one is use at the rate find by. If you don't want to use, find that element again and you can access it. Anil says, how to decide which framework to implement, BTT or TestNG, which factors. See, Anil, now sometimes your organization has to take a call, because BTT will be not only for automation, it will be for the complete organization, for the complete life cycle. So instead of focusing on automation, first you need to understand the complete BTT, right? So based on the project, you have to decide. So personal experience, 80%, 70 to 80% still it is on TDD, which is test driven development. Few companies, mostly which is in the banking domain, they moved into BTD. So if your organization is moving towards BTD, then you don't have any choice. But if your company is following the TDD approach, go with test engine. I have learned Java by using your videos. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Limbia Naik. Thank you so much. Hi Mukesh, thanks. Can I survive only with Cypress? No, straight away. You need to learn. See, Cypress is one of the automation tool. I agree, but you need to understand the different tools, right? So Cypress is, I will say, not too much code we need to write. Right, 80% to 90% you can write without using much JavaScript. You can say cy.get dot say, type click select, so not too much coding involved. So I will say at least pick one more automation tools, then go to one API and BDD and mobile. Don't stick to only Cypress, learn one more. Yes, thank you Girish. You can also use explicit wait to handle staleness. Hi Mukesh, can we still enroll for tech neuron? What is the Krish, tech neuron I guess back to again 25,000 rupees with 2 years of access. So we had amazing offer on 15th August, 8,000 rupees lifetime access with all the live courses. You missed a very good deal. We'll come up again. New Year is coming, Diwali is coming, so we'll come up with again with new offers. But still, if you want right now, you can use my coupon code. You will get flat 10% off. So it will come around 22,500, including GST. Chandan, good to see your comment after long. Can we survive longer with? See, Chandan, market is moving very fast. So even for Selenium, because nowadays even fresher knows how to invoke the browser, how to write the test case in Selenium. So it's good to start, but obviously you have to keep on upgrading. So if somebody who is completely into testing, they have to keep on upgrading different tools. Selenium is, I will say, good to start, but you cannot survive longer with Selenium. You need to keep on adding. Which tool to use? For made 100 200 test case, I'm from Node.js. See Abhishek, if you don't want to use anything from Node.js, you can use fetch API. Using fetch you can make a API calls, you will get the response. You will get the response code headers, you can verify. But if you want to use tool, you can pick Playwright, you can pick WebDriver IO, you can also use Cypress in order to automate APIs. No, it's completely different architecture, Rahul. So I have a series on Cypress, I have a series on WebDriver IO as well. So if you just watch one video from each series, you will get the difference. Is there any self-placed course in the website to buy and go through videos whenever I have time? Bhaskar, just wait for few more days. Probably from 1st of October, you will get my recorded courses as well on iNeuron. After that, you can go ahead and enroll. Okay, so let me just go ahead and check a few things. Any banking domain real example scenario videos? Not yet, Shrestha. Is there any recession in IT industry in coming days? I'm not the right guy to say, but yes, I can see market is, many companies are firing. Okay, so can't comment on this, but be ready mentally. Keep upgrading your skill set because we cannot control this, but we can control our skill set. So work on that. But other things we are not in control. Okay, so just want to say sorry to Harinder. I could not understand your question. So you can maybe drop an email and we'll connect one to one and we can discuss. Yeah, so I know it's too late, so I think I should close this and I will see you again in the next live. So if you are in Jaipur, I will be there for the next 4 days. If you are available, we can meet up and I will see you soon. Those who are interested in the course, please go ahead, check out the description and the chat box. You will get my coupon code Mukesha2010 and I will see you in the course. Okay. So best of luck who those who are starting their automation journey. So best of luck once again. There was one question related to, yeah, that is covered, I guess. Yeah. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for watching this video till the end. I will see you again in the next live. Till then, take care. Bye bye.